Hey everyone, Fraser here. I love hiking, camping and everything to do with the outdoors. I'm going to talk to you today about my experiences with the MSR Windburner. This is the 1 litre stove from MSR, and I've had this now for about 2 years. I've used it all over the place, just day trips, camping, hiking, weekend trips. I've used it on solo expeditions out with my friends, up mountains, all sorts, so it's done a few miles. The Windburner on its own weighs about 450 grams. The nice thing about this kit is that you can fit everything to do with it inside, which is really cool. So you've got a little lid here. The lid has 2 spouts on it, one which is more of like a filter one which can be used as a little coffee cup type sipping device there. You've got your tripod here for your gas canister. Now, some people don't like using these. I think they're great because when you're on ground such as we are now, it just gives you that bit of extra stability and stops it rolling about. Also within the canister is your actual burner here. This is where obviously all the heat comes from. The MSR Windburner actually does come with a little fabric cloth. Now, I didn't dry it out properly before I put the cloth in and put it into storage, so that went mouldy, so I've actually thrown that away some time ago. And it also comes with a little cup here, so if you wanted to store some bits in here you can do, and it's got little measurements on the side here, so you can do your measuring if you need to do some adventurous cooking in the outdoors. So how does it go together? Well, you take your little gas canister and you spin it on, nice and tight. You take your tripod and you lock that in for stability, and it's not going on well. There we go. I've got a bug on me. I can't get the tripod on. There we go. Tripod on, and that sits on there. Now, the pot actually has these little grooves all the way around, so there's not one particular point. You can just put it in at any point and in it slots, and that is on there then, clipped in, and it just comes off as easy as that. So it goes together really easily. Now, this pot has a little protective sleeve here, so you can handle the pot when it's hot and you won't get burnt. It's also got a little handle. The stove actually has a little bit of plastic around it, so you can handle this when this is hot as well, so you won't get burnt there. So some good little design features in there. Now, if you look at the bottom of the MSR, what you'll see is there are these little blades coming down, and what this does, when it all goes together, it's protected from the wind, so you don't lose. With traditional stoves, you'll lose a lot of heat through the wind. It will come through and take that heat away. This actually makes sure that that heat goes straight up into this and makes it a much more efficient burner. So you've got the radiant heat and the convective heat with that. Really, really cool. Now, to light the burner, these ones actually, some other brands have a little igniter in them. I think that's quite cool, although I've heard some stories of those not being so reliable. I don't know. We can all have failures at various points. I always use a lighter to light this stove. I actually use my windproof lighter. And the easiest thing to do, place it down on the stove, and then you just light it, and there you go. Now what you'll see is there's a completely clear flame. At night time you'll be able to see that, but right now it's daylight, we can't see that flame. So what MSR did they put a little bit of wire across the stove, and you can actually see it glowing nice and bright red, just to show that there is actually a flame there. And, you know, you can feel the heat, but you just can't see it. So let's fill this up with a litre of water. And let's see. Now, as with all cooking appliances, if you put a lid on, they'll actually boil a lot quicker because it retains some of that heat, so it's really useful. Let's just see how long that takes. There we go, starting to boil now. You can see nice lots of rolling bubble there, loads of steam coming off. So I'm just going to turn that off. That's shut off, and you can just twist and remove, and there we go. We've got a nice steaming cup of boiled water. Very, very cool, very hot, and really quickly as well. I chose the MSR because there were a lot of independent tests, and the MSR was marginally quicker. Naturally, I don't think it really matters when you're out and about, because it's the temperature in the air, it's whether it's really windy or not, whether you're at altitude, whether this is freezing cold water to start with, who knows. All a lot of variables, but I think if you can boil water very, very quickly and efficiently, you'll use less gas, which means you can carry less with you on the trail, which is fantastic. So the MSR Windburner, I'm a big fan. I think it's a great bit of kit. There we have a boiling hot cup of water in a matter of minutes. And what makes these MSR burners really cool is you've got this little twisty little valve here, so you can regulate the gas quite accurately from a distance, not one of these old tiny little fiddly knobs that they used to have. And then when it comes to pack it down, it all just shrinks back down into this pot, and away you go. So there we have it, the MSR Windburner. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. Please leave me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed the content. Leave me some feedback in the comments. Let me know what you thought of the video, and make sure you click subscribe so you get my videos as soon as they come out. Thanks again.